Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of hashtag 24 Weeks of Christmas. So, if you think you're looking at some trash on my table, you are absolutely right. Well, some of it anyway. I was going through all my Christmas stickers and stuff like that, and I found these Dollar Tree packaging. I took the stickers out of it and thought, that is really pretty. We're going to use this week to make something with. And so, we're going to use that to make something with. We're going to make this a card, hopefully. Now, also, we're going to be using some scalloped circles here. This is from my, and I still have yet to figure out what size this is, but I think it's about 2-inch. This is a 2-inch circle. We're going to use one of the little snowmans from this stamp set from May, and this is called Snowed Out. And then this is the stamp set that I got from Gareth when he had his store. And we're going to use this little stamp here that says, Believe in the Magic of the Season. And we're also going to use a little snowflake stamp. And then we're going to use we're going to make a card. For a card base, we're going to use A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm just using a white background. And you need a little piece of scrap paper. So let's get started. You're also going to need a paper trimmer or a pair of scissors to cut this little topper off, because we definitely don't need that little topper. So that part is trash. I just thought how pretty this was. So, our card, like I said, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I really like this. So we give him an arm here. So we need this to be 4 1/8. By 5 3/8. And 3/8 is just you got your half mark here, and then you have a little mark, which is the 16th, and another mark, which is the 8th. And that would be 5 3/8. And then you have another little piece that you could do something with. So let's see what we can do here. Now, I'm also going to be using some VersaFine ink and Onyx Tuxedo Black, I think. Or is that? Yeah, Onyx Black. That's what I thought. I'm going to be using this stamp pad by Stampin'. Is it Stampin' Up? No. Close to My Heart. It's an older one. It was called Crystal Blue. And I'm going to be using some gel pens and a black ink pen. And this is just like ink. It's a dye ink marker. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take some of the white out of my edges on my card, on the little mat. Because y'all know, if you've seen me long enough, you know that I do not like white edges sticking out everywhere. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with the card base. We're going to edge it with this ink. And I'm just doing one side. Went over there. I didn't. Okay. We can put that away for right now. Alright. And then we're going to glue this onto our card base. And I'm just using my art glitter glue for that. See, it's always good when you can find things around the house to use as craft material instead of throwing things away, filling up landfills. I'm just taking my bone folder and making sure this is here. This is a slick type of paper, and I just want to make sure that it's glued nicely on there. Now we are done with this for a while, so we're going to set that to the side. Then we're going to bring out this little scrap of paper here, and I am going to get me a little snowman out of here, which is right here. And I'm going to stamp him in the Onyx Black on a piece of scrap paper. He is so cute. I'm going to get me a wipey here to wipe him off. I'm trying really hard to keep my stamps clean as I use them and put them back on the plastic folder, because I can't tell you how many pieces of stamp sets are all over my house, and I have nowhere they are. They have been gone because I didn't put them back on the folder right away. Now I'm going to take some of my gel pens and give him a color here. Color his nose with orange. And these are beautiful gel pens. They work so nicely. And I got these from the Dollar Tree a long time ago. But they color pretty good. These are scented, actually. But they color so nice. And it doesn't take but a few minutes to color him in. Because basically we're just coloring the scarf on him. And I like these because they shine. They have a little bit of shine to them. And they color pretty smooth here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a darker blue and outline the scarf. In case you didn't know this, gel pens do blend, especially if they're still drying. And then I'm going to color his gloves the darker color, the top part. Okay, and we're done with him. Now all there's left to do is cut him out. And I am a slow fussy cutter, so I am going to pause the video and cut him out, and then I'll show you how to clean him up. Okay, so I am done cutting him out, and you can see that I left some white there, especially around these teeny tiny little arms. But I'm going to cut close to the body instead of doing an outline, because he won't fit on the scallop as well. So all I'm doing is I'm taking this dye ink marker here, And I'm doing it from the back side so that I don't mess up the face on it. And I'm just going over the white parts right here. And that's all I'm doing to touch him up. And then I'll show you what I'm doing to his arms, but I'll have to lay him down to do that. So let me just skip his arms for right now. So basically all you're doing is giving him the little black outline again. Or a thicker one. Sorry, I don't know if I'm on camera or not. And if you slide, the reason I say do it from the back side, because if you slide, your pen will most likely slide down the back. And you won't mess up the front that you've already worked so hard getting done. Now I'm just going to put him down on a little piece of scrap paper here. And all I'm going to do is color in his little arms with the black. I'll just give him thicker little arms. So that his little arms will look like they were intentionally made that way. Okay, so then our snowman doesn't have any more little white pokies on him except for one place here, and I'm going to go right there and get it. Sometimes it's best to lay it down and do it. There we go. Alright. So we're done with that. And then we're going to get our little scallop pieces here and our ink pad back out. And I'm going to ink around them. And then using the ink that's already on there and not loading anymore, I'm just going to give it a shadow around the inside of it. Leaving the middle white. Okay. Alright. Let's do the other one. I'm just taking my little scrap over here. I'm going to wipe off some of the ink. And do the same thing, just give it a little shadow. Okay. And then we are done with that. And then I'm going to use some thick dots here. And put my snowman on here. So he still stands up. Isn't he cute? And then I'm going to take this one and my Versafine ink. And we're going to take the one that says Believe in the Magic of the Season. And I'm going to stamp that right in the middle. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to put these on our card. Oops. That came off on my hand. We're going to put this one up here. Okay. I think this one's going to go down here like he's looking up at it. Saying, hey, believe in the magic of the season. Alright, then we're not quite done yet. Looking into my bag of Christmas things, we are going to take out a sticker page. And I have these small snowflakes on these. And I dropped these on the floor one time, y'all. I picked up every piece of dog hair I had on the floor. And we're just going to put a few of those on here. Now, they do kind of glitter everything, but it settles down when you get... There we go. So we are done with that. Put that back in our bag. Then we're going to open our card up. And I'm not going to put another mat in here because this is white. And I'm going to put this on here. And this is from this stamp set here. And I'm just going to stamp Christmas Wishes in the middle. Take that off. Alright. And then I'm going to take our little, well, I thought I was through with the blue. I will have to say, this is not my favorite ink pad for opening sometimes. And I'm just going to take a little snowflake and stamp some little snowflakes around the card. Just to give it a little cheer. But leave room for, you know, sentiment, that kind of thing. Alrighty. And that, my friends, is how you make a card out of trash. So that's one. And then let me show you my sample. The other one was a lighter one. So I don't know which one I like best. I love both of them though. How cute is that? So thank you for joining me for this week of 24 Weeks of Christmas. Now, I don't do this alone, so make sure you go see the others that participate. Miss Angie from AB Designs, and when they can, Gareth from Created Home of G, and Tony from Kate's Crafty Cottage. So make sure that you go check them out, that they have a video up, and I'm sure they do. And I will see you all again next week for another 24 Weeks of Christmas project. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.